Come in, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live. As y'all know, this the end of the week. This the end of the week. The fifth day, the fifth week of the Diddy trial. So much smoke steaming in the courtroom. So much smoke steaming in the courtroom. Jury number 6 dismissed. Man, it heating up. It's heating up. We see lots of different reasons. People saying why they dismissed the jury. Saying he was lying about where he stayed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Said they asked him 2 or 3 times. He got 2 or 3 different answers. So I don't know if the jury was homeless or what going on with the jury. He had, you know what I'm saying? They just kept asking where he live at. Where he live at. You know what I'm saying? One minute he say the Bronx. You know. So I'm going to tell you one thing though. Okay. They struck the jury out. That one jury out, they struck him out, right? But you got to think about it. Out of all this time, the jury sit here and overheard this trial. All the time the jury sit here and heard this trial for him to get struck out. You know what I'm saying? The defense attorney didn't have a problem with him being there. But you know how the federal prosecutors play. You know what I'm saying? If they think they're going to throw their case off, he got to go. He got to go. Then they were talking about the Jane Doe on the stand. How she was at another freak off. Without Diddy being there. She was there with some more peoples. Performing acts. Without Diddy there pinpointing what she need to be doing or any of that. So they've raised concerns too. It's something to look at. That's raised concerns too. But like I said, it's crazy. Diddy, they struck one jury out. You know, we ain't gonna play the cards. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing no kind of cards over here. We ain't playing no cards over here. Yo, what's up with everybody? What's up with everybody? You know what I'm saying? They struck the jury out, man. You know, it really, if y'all go back and look at the OJ case, right? You know, they struck out lots of jurors in the OJ case. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna be enough for him to get an appeal. You know what I'm saying? They gonna open up a door for appeal. You can believe that. They're gonna open up a door for appeal. And then they're gonna play a big factor. They're gonna be saying that they playing the race card. They playing the race card. Just call me Wade, bro. Call me Wade. Call me Wade. Yeah, they're going to be playing a race card out the wild saying, oh, they did that because he was black. And then they already saying that he probably got on the stand to even try to help Diddy. To be on, you know what I'm saying, the reason he over there on the jury. But you know, you got to be mindful of everything going on. They pinpoint this one jury thinking he be the one to help Diddy. And that might not be the one to help Diddy. It could be somebody else. It could be somebody else. Think about it. It could be somebody else. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. It could be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Then they talking about how the lady on the stand, she already somewhere else performing acts. Diddy went there to tell her what to do, how to do it, but she was there doing it. Like I said in my last live, I said the live before, these women's appreciate doing these types of acts. You gotta think about it. They gaining just as well as the man gaining. What the man there for? To get him one off, right? So the same way he thinking, the same way she thinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. They playing this, they know what I'm saying? They talking about, I don't know. It was a good idea to strike the jury. It might have been a good idea, might have been a bad idea. You know, it ain't for me to call. It ain't for me to call. I ain't on the defense side. I ain't on their side. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to call. What y'all think? I think it's gonna open up some doors. It's gonna open up some doors and the can of worms that they ain't gonna want to hear or see. Just watch what I tell you. By striking that jury, you gotta think about it. Trial almost over with. Trial almost over with. So they about to get to the end of the trial and strike a jury. Think about it. You almost at the end of the trial and strike a jury. I'm going to tell you something. One thing about the federal prosecutors, they already know that they can't lose the case. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose the case. Put it like that. They don't want to lose the case. How many courts you know that people go to and go to trial that they didn't want to lose? The court just want to lose. Man, nowhere. Come on, man. They ain't trying to lose. The prosecutors ain't trying to lose. They trying to get a conviction. They want a conviction. They want him and everything that come with him. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Like I said it in all my other videos. A lot of people who testified on Diddy should be right next to Diddy getting tried as well. You know what I'm saying? Every woman that got on that stand, think about it. Every lady got on that stand, they were setting up these acts. They were setting them up. They were setting them up on their own. Without the help of Diddy, they setting them up. You know what I'm saying? They were setting them up. And then they want to bring up how the guns he had in the house. It ain't legal to have a gun in your house if you're not a convicted felony. It's not legal. Diddy's not a convicted felony. You know what I'm saying? They talking about the baby oil the man had because he had so much baby oil. When you go to Walmart, the chef got plenty of baby oil, so that Walmart ain't got no thing on the shelf saying there's a limit on baby oil. So buy all the baby oil you want to buy. Think about it. Ain't no limit on buying baby oil. So for them to come search his house, talking about all this baby oil he had. Sadino, how you doing? Hit that like button for me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They talking about all this baby oil he had. Talking about these guns. Think about it. It ain't illegal to have guns in your house, in your dwelling. You think this man finna have all this money in his house, right? That's how you know another thing too. Cause what people get charged with. If you got, they say Diddy had drugs and all this too, right? Okay, but they did charge him with sex trafficking. But when you got drugs and the guns together, what they first thing they holler? Oh, you trying to protect your drugs and start charging with trafficking. So this, you know what I'm saying? So come on, man. They try to hit him like that with sex trafficking, right? When they really just try to hit him with trafficking, just by having the guns, the drugs, and all that, but they add the S to it because of the parties that they were having. So they really put it in place so they can be bagged up. You know what I'm saying? They put it in place so they can be bagged up, just in case they sway another way. But you gotta watch these federal prosecutors. They is not dumb, they slick. And they're gonna do it the way they wanna do it. No matter how you wanna do it, they're gonna do it the way they wanna do it. They gotta get a conviction. Man, do you know what the conviction rate is for the federal prosecutors, man? Google it. The conviction rate for the federal prosecutors, man, is like a 90% conviction rate. It's like a 90% conviction rate. Most people who beat the feds be the people who go. A lot of people who beat the feds is the people who go on to trial. The ones that do beat the feds, but they got a 90% conviction rate. But only way they got a 90% conviction rate, they're just like the state. The state got a high. Every state got a high conviction rate. You know why? A lot of people take a lot of pleas. They be scared to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't scared to go to trial. Diddy might should have took a plea. He might have not should have went to trial, but that's his life. That's what he chose to do. He might feel like he can win. If you feel like you can win, why not go to trial? Why not? You know what I'm saying? You'll do better just go and go to trial. You'll do better just go and go to trial. You know, I can't say he was in the wrong, go to right for going to trial. If you feel like you're innocent, go to trial. You feel like you're guilty, take the plea. If you're guilty and you feel like you can beat him, go to trial. You know what I'm saying? That's just a game. That's just how it go. But like I said, these women's, a lot of people was on the stand on Diddy should have been charged as well as Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They was agreeing to the drugs. That wasn't gonna hurt them right here. They don't want to hear this. They're agreeing to the drugs. They was agreeing to the acts. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of women's against this. Talking about Diddy. Talking about, oh, he guilty, he should be in the prison and all that. Lots of women's against Diddy. And they got secrets in their closets. They ain't telling. A lot of women's been assaulted. Think about it. Lots of women been assaulted, man. Some tell, some don't. But the ones on the stand that claim that they telling it, excuse me, got to take it with a grain of salt. I do not believe these people was, man, lots of them women was agreeing. They was agreeing. We know what, man, come on, they was agreeing to it. These women was agreeing. They was enjoying it just as well as the men enjoying it. Every last one of these women got on their stand, and it came out that they were calling the shots, setting up these acts, performing jobs without Diddy pinpointing. They were doing it on their own and trying to make it illegal to have some baby oil and some guns. I seen early on the news when they were saying that, he had guns, lots of guns and stuff like that. I understand he had lots of guns. But they were asking the question like, why you tear the house up? Because the guns supposed to be in the safe or something. But they're like, why you tear the house up, then take a picture of the guns? Why you didn't take the gun, that's how the feds work now. You see how they tore that house up and then took a picture of the guns like he just got guns just laid out everywhere. That's the dirty work. That's what they do. Okay, like they struck that jury out. Why strike the jury at the last minute? The trial finna be over with. Man, the trial almost over with. You strike the jury. Man, that something should have been done almost 2 weeks ago if that's what you're gonna do. Talking about the man lied about his whereabouts, where he stayed. Come on. You think that's new information to them? Do you think do you think that's new information? This the feds we talking about, y'all. You don't think these folks doing a thorough background check on these peoples? Think about these folks doing a thorough background check on these peoples, man. You can go in there and tell a lot of these folks gonna know you lying. They already did the research on you. It just ain't making no sense. It's not making no sense to me. But hey, it is what it is. Who am I? I can't do nothing to help the situation. You know what I'm saying? My little voice ain't it. They're gonna take a lot more of my voice to raise some concerns or some opinions. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you out here putting yourself in that situation, that's the type of stuff you get into. That's when you gotta choose wisely out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here just doing on anything. If you're gonna be out here just doing stuff, you gotta know what you can hold up for and what you can't hold up for. And the questions arise with, they still talking about that. With Diddy be pardoned by Trump? And me personally, yes, I think Diddy will pardon. I think Trump will pardon Diddy. I really think that. Kanye West falling in court. That Trump boy, excuse the flies, man. I am on my side. But okay, that's just like look at Kanye. He pop up in court, but they trying to say that's the party that she was at doing what she know what. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I guess that Ray Diddy just popped up like, okay, y'all talking about me in this court. I'm trying to bring up me in this court, so I'm just gonna pop up. But as y'all see, he walked in with Diddy's son. You know what I'm saying? Diddy's son really like he was glad to see Kanye jump in there. And another thing I thought about too, you see how they try to strike the jury and all that, but you gotta be mindful. Okay, they don't want nobody on the jury. They got no dealing with Diddy, right? But look at Kanye. That's another big name. So, okay, you don't want nobody dealing with him. He come there to support Diddy. So don't tell him who on the jury. You ain't no telling who on the jury that love Kanye. Ain't no telling who on that stand on love Kanye. Think about that. Oh, don't you know what type of eyebrows he probably raised for Kanye to come? They'll be on his back next. They'll be on Kanye back next. Just watch what I tell you. They thinking Kanye come to disturb what they got going on in court. Just watch what I tell you. Take my word for it. They gonna find a reason to try to come at Kanye next. Just watch. I bet you in the bottom dollar. They're gonna try to find a reason to come at Kanye next. They think he gonna interfere with the trial. They think he, you know what I'm saying, interfering with the trial. Why you think they put him up on the upper floor before they dropped it down to the courtroom? Because they ain't want the jury to see Kanye. Common sense. They ain't want the jury to see Kanye. They ain't want to see that. Did not want the jury to see that. You never know how many fans come. Man, Kanye is a billionaire, man. You don't know how many fans who, you know what I'm saying, who love Kanye. Could be somebody on the stand. I mean, in the jury pool that love Kanye. But I ain't gonna lie. Rico might be out the door. I've been saying it and I've been saying it. The Rico gonna be out the door. Trafficking, a 50% chance of standing. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think I think Diddy will get found guilty on some charges and some charges he won't. Now that's just my thoughts on it. That's just my thoughts on it. But by them messing with the jury, just watch. If it open up a whole nother can of worms. Watch what I tell you, if it open up whole nother can of worms. By striking that one jury route. Just watch what I tell you. You gotta think about it. You get to almost to the end of the trial and you want to pick him, you want to strike him. They already said they've been questioning the man back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That tampering with the jury, the same way they trying to say Diddy sitting there nodding their head and all that at the jury. What the federal prosecutor doing? They poking at the jury. Think about it. Let it all make sense. They poking at the jury. Man, I'm gonna be out of here. If you ain't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to the channel. I go live every day. Hit the like button. Keep supporting. Ring the notification bell. It should be right there in the corner. You'll be notified every time I go live. I go live every day. Hit the subscribe button if you ain't subscribed. I'm out.